This is my game Sweet Hell, and in this first devlog, I'm going to talk about what I eventually want this game to turn out like. So, what exactly is Sweet Hell? Well, at the moment, Sweet Hell is a horror survival game taking heavy inspiration from Call of Duty Zombies, with of course my own little touches that I think will improve the gameplay quite a bit. I started working on this project almost a year ago, but abandoned it after 2 months because the gameplay felt boring and sluggish. Then around September, I was looking at my backlog of dead projects where I rediscovered it. And after playing around with it and peeking at the code, I thought to myself, the gameplay and the concept was too good to just let it die, so I decided to rewrite the whole thing. The idea to rewrite the whole thing came from me rewriting a custom renderer in C, which got pretty far but gave up when I couldn't figure out how to properly import GLTF models. After a few months of working non-stop on the project, I've gotten to the point where I can show off a bit of it. Okay, now I'm going to talk about a few of the gameplay tweaks I made to the project to kind of differentiate it from Call of Duty Zombies, like the restart system. The restart system in Call of Duty Zombies is one of the things I always hated, because when you died, you had to wait like 30 seconds just for it to kick you out to the menu screen, which would just make me quit the game and not go for another match, especially when I died in a high round. So, because of that, one of the things I added was the simple ability to restart by pressing a button when you died, which would encourage you to go for another match and not just rage quit. Another tweak to the gameplay I made was simplifying the controls, such as removing sprint, and instead replacing it with weapons having different movement speeds. One other gameplay change I decided to do was removing ADSing, because I thought it would be more fun for you to spray and pray to try and survive the zombie horde. Okay, I think that's enough talking about the gameplay tweaks. I will get more into them in the next devlog. But for now, let's talk about what I want this game to eventually look like. For Sweet Hell, I'm aiming for a 1960s aesthetic, because everybody knows the 60s were a very peaceful time in history, and I thought giving them a zombie apocalypse would make it even more wonderful. But on the real though, one of the reasons I chose this time period was that not a lot of zombie media is set around that time, apart from the GOAT, Black Ops 1, Night of the Living Dead, and other obscure zombie media. Another inspiration for my game's art style are the OG Goosebumps covers, because I think the bright saturated colors mixed with the weird surrealness would fit perfectly with the 60s styling cues. I think that's all I'm going to talk about in this first devlog. Yeah, I know it was more on the short side, but I just really need this first devlog to lay out what to expect for this project. Don't worry though, in the next one, I will be going more in depth into the systems I've made for the game. If any of you guys have any suggestions for things I should add, let me know in the comments. Other than that, I guess I'll see you on the next one.